Hey guys, welcome back to the episode of the worst team for Pokemon Red and Blue. Last time we took on the Lavender Town Tower, we got the Pokeflip from Mr. Fuji, and today I'm going to be capturing Goldeen and hopefully evolving it in the Sea King as well. Now you'll notice that I'm actually in the Celadon department store, and the reasoning for that is because there are a couple of TMs I want to pick up that a certain NPC has. If you talk to this NPC over here, she will give you a TM. And we don't have enough space for it, which you'll love to see it. Pokemon. More specifically, Generation 1. I'm gonna go sell these items, I'll be right back. You know, we actually have a lot more money than I thought. That's honestly kind of crazy. If this were Fire Red and Leaf Green, that money would definitely be a lot lower because we would be buying coins left and right for Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. In this gen, however, you get Ice Beam from giving her a fresh water, and that Ice Beam TM is obviously going to be given to Sea King. Speaking of which, what Sea King special? I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say. Is it base 80? Does it have a base 80 special attack? I know its physical attack is obviously better. Yeah, is it base 80? Let's look. I think it is base 80. Its special defense is base 80, and its special attack is 65. I'm pretty sure in Gen 1 its special is... it's 80. Yep, it is 80. I am correct. Cool. That's actually not bad, dude. Like, all things considered, I mean, maybe I need to do a worst team remastered because some of these mons are, I mean, the thing is that sometimes you, and this is honestly a flaw on my part between me and one of my previous writers. You know, maybe back then when we did this, we didn't really do enough research on, you know, what put on the Pokemon special attacks. On the Pokemon special. Maybe, yeah, maybe a new team is in order. I mean, because Sleeper's been incredibly useful. Fun Guy has literally freaking destroyed Erica. Maybe I need to go back and do a remastered worst team at some point. I don't know how well that's going to be received on my channel, but... maybe I can do like a worst team remastered for every game or some shit. I don't know. But I mean, this is the team that we got. I mean, one of you guys commented the other day, you know, you're not really seeming to have any trouble. And it's like, no, I'm not. And I'm not afraid to say that, yeah, maybe a remaster is in order, dude. Maybe I need to go back and redo some things. Now, I know for a fact that Dux is pretty shitty. Diva is definitely not bad. I'm like, here. I'll go into the red and blue Pokedex real quick. I'll try not to make this long, by the way. I know we got some episodes to do. Obviously, we don't want any of the starters. Maybe I could use Beedrill. Pidgeot, nah. Arbok's pretty crappy. There's also... Parasect I still think is pretty bad. Yeah, going through the decks right now, I could have done a couple things differently. I mean, I still think that Dugong is... that Sea King is still... its speed stat, I mean... we'll save that topic for another day, because I'm not trying to go into like a big giant team building discussion right now. Anyways, though, we are going to be heading over to the route south of Lavender Town. And I'm going to be picking up Goldeen. There are some mons on this team that are still pretty bad. I mean, none of these mons are, like, still fantastic. Like, maybe instead of Jerry, maybe I could have picked, like, Pidgeot or something. I don't know. Generation 1 made quite a bit more Pokemon, like, a little bit more viable. Like, there's some Pokemon in Generation 1 that are actually more viable now than they ever will be in the future. For example, look at Tauros. Tauros literally obliterates everything in its path. I mean, that thing in Generation 1 OU is a freaking monster. Normal types back then are also just a lot better than they are now. I mean, like, look at Snorlax, for example. Snorlax totally freaking slays. Generation 1, oh yeah, Persian 2. Yeah. Persian with Slash in Generation 1 freaking obliterates 2. Now, Persian nowadays is kind of just, it's not very good, to be completely honest. Now, in terms of me going up against Koga, because I know Koga's team is more leveled than we are right now, and between Erica and Koga, I believe his ace is level 40 to 42. And when you have Pokemon that are around level 29, it just goes to show that, like, the level gap in this game is kind of stupid. But, sorry, voice crack, oh my goodness. But, with that said, that leaves us with actually more of a challenge. Because I remember, I have the worst team. Maybe, if my Mons are underleveled, maybe the gym battles will be a little bit more difficult. Maybe I can actually save this run and maybe spice things up a little bit for you guys. That way, you know, we don't have too much of the aspect of this run being too easy. And we can actually spice things up and actually make things a little bit more difficult. Because, I mean, I will not lie. The first 4 gyms have been kind of a cakewalk. However, if we were to spice things up a little bit with the level cap, the level curve, I should say, maybe things would be a little bit more difficult. Maybe maybe that dude in the comment section that always does the whiteout counter will finally be able to have one, bud. And yeah, I see you comment every single time, and I appreciate you coming out with the whiteout counter every single time. I read all the comments on Mist Magius because, I mean, like, I have maybe only like 6 or 7 vids per vid, 6 or 7 comments per vid. And honestly, like, that's kind of cool because it reminds me of when I was on the come up, you know, of when I was first starting to become a Let's Player. Like, you know, it becomes a lot easier to interact with you guys, you know, when you have a smaller audience. And I also won't lie, I actually in some ways prefer having a smaller audience. Like, when you have less of an audience, you know, it's like, you have more of like a community. I mean, like, it's not, what the hell? That was so weird. That's not to say, you know, that there isn't a community on Mystic Umbreon. It's just, it's different because I get so many comments like daily. And like I said in like the last episode, it just gets a little bit more difficult to interact with everybody. But on here, it's like, you know, we have our own like little community and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. I'm actually planning on making a community Discord server for Mist Magius too. At some point, not right now though. Maybe when we hit 5,000 subscribers, which honestly, with the amount of support that we've been getting lately, it would not surprise me if we hit that by the end of the winter time. So now against you, Mr. Snorlax, I need to defeat you. I don't necessarily have to capture you, but I have to defeat you. Maybe I'll go for some. I'm getting really, really annoyed at that, by the way. My background keeps on doing that thing where it's constantly refreshing itself. And you would get put to sleep. You Peter Griffin looking Totoro cute Pokemon, you. Generation 1 sleep's also kind of crazy. I say that and it immediately wakes up. You gonna go for another rest? You fucker, of course you would. There we go, now it's gone. Hey, level 30, not bad. Sweet. Okay, I believe the fisherman who gives you the super rod is right down there in that house. Yeah, he is. Where is my TV remote? I need to turn on my third monitor real quick. That's getting really, really annoying. Yeah, that choppiness shit is really getting on my nerves. It's like every time like the game will get choppy for like maybe 10 or 30, maybe like 5 or 10 seconds. That's honestly getting really annoying. I need to figure out how to potentially stop that. Maybe it's because my TV isn't on. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. And buy slime that Voltorb. Ooh, barely. Yeah, I can tell that if we actually keep our mons under-leveled, going up against Koga might actually make this run more difficult. And I mean, I'm all for making it a more difficult run, and you have an Electrode. Do you have Self-Destruct? You have Sonic Boom. I don't know if you have Self-Destruct on you. You do! Haha, sucker! You freaking idiot. Haha! I knew that was gonna happen. I'm too good at this game. Get predicted, pleb. What a sucker. I love it. I love it when the freaking NPC does that. That's YouTube Shorts material right there. And I don't do a lot of Shorts material on this channel. But I definitely have to turn that into a short. What a sucker. Oh god, I love Pokemon NPCs. Go for the dig, dude goes for self-destruct. Oh, you freaking moron. You love to see it, you love to see it. Alright, it's time to capture Goldeen, though. Goldeen, though, Goldingo. I get it. I'm so funny. Please laugh at my jokes. Right on, dude. There's Goldeen literally right there. You're level 15, too. You're way too underleveled. I'm curious. Does Fun Guy get Spore? Like, I'm obviously gonna capture it first, but I'm gonna look that up while I capture it. You know, I don't even bother. I think I can honestly. This thing's catch rate is so ass. Like, I could probably just throw one Great Ball at it and get it like on my first go. I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go for like a Hypnosis strat. It's like, no, I'll probably just get it like on my first go because Goldeen's capture rate isn't even like super high. Okay, never mind. Maybe I should actually go for that. Okay. I will go for a Hypnosis. Okay, Goldeen's asleep. I'll go for another Great Ball. This should work now. You still got out, you sneaky little fish. Okay, so Parasect actually gets Spore at level 30, which is pretty cool. That's actually in one level from now, and he gets Slash at level 39. Cool. You know what? Because I want to go for a Confusion, but I don't know. I wish False Swipe existed. Actually, yeah, Vine Whip actually might be handy here. Go Great Ball. Look at Bellsprout's back sprite. Doesn't Bellsprout's back sprite? Bellsprout's back sprite. That could literally be a tongue twister. Bellsprout's back sprite. Bellsprout's back sprite. Bellsprout's back sprite. Bellsprout's back sprite. Actually, I actually did a pretty good job with that. Holy shit. But doesn't Bellsprout's back sprite kind of look like the handsome Squidward? I will not get that out of my head now. I think you guys might be able to see that too. I will literally put a picture on the screen right next to Bellsprout, and we can compare the two. Bellsprout's back sprite in Gen 1. I'm writing that down to make sure I don't forget that, by the way. Handsome Squidward from SpongeBob looks a lot like Bellsprout's back sprite. Telling you that's a tongue twister. Do that. Literally do that right now. Bellsprout's back sprite. Bellsprout's back sprite. Bellsprout's back sprite. I'm sorry. I'm addicted now. That's incredible. I guess I'll put Handsome Squidward next to Bellsprout, Back Sprite, Jen, Red and Blue, Worst Team episode. I believe this is episode 13? Yeah, episode 13. That's crazy though. Wow. But anyway, tongue twisters and handsome Squidwards aside, we captured Goldeen. As for the nickname, I want to give it. I am actually, because now we have access to community posts, you guys are going to be able to, if you guys actually do read the community posts, which I literally can't give you a warning about this because this video is going to be up probably 2 or 3 weeks after this community post goes out. But I'm asking you guys now on a community post nicknames for Goldeen. And the first person who answers will be the nickname that I go with. And you will get a shout out. You will get a shout out in this episode. I'm literally typing that out right now. So I'm like, do you guys have nicknames for Goldeen? And I'll put like a little like eye emojis or whatever. So back then I would have asked you guys for nicknames. But you know, back when we got our other Pokemon on the team, but the thing is I didn't have community posts at the time. So from here on out in the future, whenever I have a Pokemon that I'm going to be giving nicknames to, particularly on a worse team, because Nuzlocke, I really can't do that because I don't want to spoil the mons that we get, but because you guys already know what mons are going to be on the team for the worst team playthrough, it's not spoilers per se. So I put a community post up, and hopefully some of you guys might see this. So I'm gonna leave the nickname of Goldeen to you guys. If you guys saw it on the community post, then yeah, good for you. I need to actually go grab Goldeen from the PC real quick as well. I'm also contemplating on whether or not I just want to like go into PK Hex and just grind Goldeen up. I really don't think that you guys would particularly care all that much if I were to go and do that. I would definitely evolve Goldeen on screen into in the Seeking for you guys. I wouldn't leave that out. You know what? I'm actually going to go and do that because going back and forth in Switch training at this point in time, if you have a regular cartridge, it is possible to do that. If you are playing Pokemon Red and Blue in the traditional way, like for example, if you are doing it on a virtual console for 3DS, or if you actually have a physical console, it is, or a physical copy I should say, and a physical console, you can switch train back and forth. Or if you have the experience share or the experience all, depending on if you've captured enough mons in the decks. But because I am using emulator, and because I find grinding to be rather tedious, I get a luxury of where I can put Jinx in the PK Hex and I can immediately grind Goldeen. I can take Goldeen and put it into PK Hex and I can grind it up immediately to a level that I find presentable. So I'm actually going to go do that really, really fast. For those of you guys that are playing physical cartridges or a digital copy on 3DS, you will have to do that, but I mean, it shouldn't take that long to switch train Goldeen up. But it is possible to do it. And if you guys have used the team in the past, well, you might even actually be able to capture Goldeen at higher levels. Because with the Super Rod and being able to capture it at certain levels and stuff like that, I would actually imagine that in some places across Kanto, Goldeen will probably range from levels maybe like 15 to like 30, for example. But I mean, because I'm kind of stripped for time, I pretty much just captured Jinx. I don't know, I keep on saying Jinx. Because I'm used to using Jinx on the best team for Kanto. Like, for example, right, like if you were to go into the Safari Zone, Goldeen can probably be found at a higher level. Yeah, like for example, like Goldeen can be found in the Safari Zone in Generation 1 with the Super Rod. Levels 15. Oh, never mind. I'm still looking at Fire Red and Leaf Green. Hold on a second. Generation 3. Generation 1 Center. I don't have any like any evidence like off the top of my head, but like for not even so much in the Seafoam Islands. Let's do Fuchsia. Can you only get Goldeen at level 15? I thought the levels were could range. Legit, can you only capture Goldeen? Well, I mean, you can also get a Sea King as well, if you really wanted to, at level 23. So you could actually do that too. You can actually get Wild Sea King, and they'll obviously be higher leveled, but I mean, I already captured my Goldeen, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Okay guys, I am back, and I went into Pika Hex and I grind up Goldeen up to level 31. My main party isn't like as strong, but I figured 31 is a pretty good middle ground. Also, just because I don't have any water stab attacks for Goldeen as of yet, and I think I actually want to go and fix that. I might actually head down over to Fuchsia and go pick up Surf really fast. Because I want Goldeen to have some kind of stab attack by the time I want to go grind my other mons and stuff like that. I think what I might do is, because there are so many trainers on Cycling Road and all those other places, I'm probably going to wind up skipping all these trainers, and I'll go ahead and just take them on off screen that way, because I mean, I usually would, you know, like go on like a rant or whatever on me, you know, like grinding on trainers and stuff like that, but because there are so many of them, I just figured me beating them off screen and me, like, you know, just going through the story is probably better, per se. I think it's honestly just best for everybody. I could do like a grinding montage of me taking on every single trainer. But you know what? Actually, you know what? Yeah, maybe I will do a grinding montage of me taking on all the trainers and stuff like that. Where's the Pokeflute at? Am I blind? Where's the Pokeflute? There you are. Okay. I was like, where the hell is this thing at? I could do a grinding montage, though. I haven't done a grinding montage in so long. Plus, then it's like I have to worry about copyright music and stuff like that. I'll find something dope. Because I haven't done a grinding montage, God, since 2017 for a Let's Play. I think rather than me just going and skipping and stuff like that, and I feel like I want to keep you guys on for the adventure, like, you know, that way you guys see like what goes on and stuff like that. Plus, I mean, putting together like a grinding montage doesn't really take up like that much time. It only takes up probably 15 minutes extra. I'll go and do that, actually. I kind of like doing the grinding montage, to be honest. It adds a little bit more personality to the Let's Play. And who knows, there might actually be a pretty badass song that I can add to it. I'll figure out something. Sorry I'm not talking, but I forget like how long this hill is going down to freaking Fuchsia City. Like, you just straight, like, imagine this being like on a bicycle and you just going just down freaking hill. Like really just like fast speeds. It's funny too, because some of these guys on Cycling Road don't even freaking have bicycles. Like, they straight up just have like motorbikes. Like this guy right here, he's on a motorcycle. It also kind of makes sense too, because in Fire Red and Leaf Green, you see these guys on full-blown motorbikes too. Like, my question is like, why are they on motorbikes and not on I don't know, just not on freaking bicycles. I mean, like, why? Is it to show that they're like mobsters or something? I've never been able to figure out why these dudes are always on like motorbikes and shit. It's like, why? Like, I really like don't get it. Before that though, I want to go sell a couple items because I need to go pick up the golden teeth for the warden. And I also need to go pick up the surf HM that we get from the secret house in the Safari Zone. So I'm going to go do that I'm going to go sell off some items. And we're going to make our way into the Safari Zone pretty quick. I remember as a kid, I used to get lost in the Safari Zone all the time. Like, it was honestly crazy. Even when I was like 10 and like, you know, I had played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I actually struggled in that area quite a few times. Like, I remember like I would like there would be a few times where I would go like too far to the right. I would go too far to the left. There would also just be times where I would just like be completely exploring. And I don't know, like in the Safari Zone, you just find some dope stuff. Like, you just find some dope TMs. You find some dope items. But I like the fact that they actually put progress items in here, because it encourages you to actually capture like more Pokemon and stuff like that. I've also never done a full like Professor Oak run of capturing all the Pokemon in the games before for Gen 1. The only games I've actually completed my dex for, I think Pokemon X and Y, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. I might have done it for Generation 7 too. Actually, no, I cheated it in Generation 7, and I say that out loud because yeah, I used it so I could get the Shiny Charm and hunt a lot easier for live streams. I'm such a bad Pokemon player. I use PK Hex. I don't do things legit. Because like that's actual like professional Pokemon playing. I'm also gonna toss this because I need to make room for Surf and the gold teeth. But no, like I get it. Like Nell said that's kind of a crap item as well. But no, like I get it. Like for professional Pokemon playing, yeah, I totally get that. That 100% makes a lot of sense. Because I mean, Pokemon has every right, you know, to make the rules however they want for their competition, and I mean they want the professional players to follow the same standards of the mechanics that are actually inside the game. Luckily for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, though, like breeding is literally like non-existent because of like the Mirror Herb and stuff like that, and getting egg moves and stuff like that on your Pokemon has honestly become a lot easier. So I hope I didn't mess this up, you guys. I might have actually messed this up. And I call myself a Kanto Pokemon expert. Here I am, messing up. How many steps I got? Yeah, I have 143. I might actually have to do this again, you guys. It's that exploration side of me that wants to come out. To be fair, though, there are a lot of really, really dope items in here. I might have to do this again, but it's okay if I do. Skull Bash, interesting. The only reason why I don't like Skull Bash is because Skull Bash is a 2-turn move. Now, maybe if I had like an infinite power, maybe that'd be a little bit different. A protein, I can actually sell that for money. I want to see if I actually have to toss any more items out, because the protein and the Carbos can actually sell for like 5,000 Pokédollars, which is actually kind of good. I think I have enough steps to actually get there. Hang on a second. Do I? I think I'm literally there. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to toss one of these items out. I'll toss out this Awakening. I need the gold teeth. Okay. Can I make it into the house? Come on. I'm so fucking close. 9. Come on. Come on, bro. I'll be right back. This is one of those times where I actually usually, like, don't film myself capturing a Pokemon in the Safari Zone. But this is a chancey. This is actually kind of a rare encounter. I actually want to see if I can actually capture this. Okay, never mind. Okay, I am back. I also filled that Chansey pretty epically, but that's okay. But now we have the Surf HM, and now I can finally teach that to Goldeen. Goldeen actually will not evolve until level 33, by the way. Let's see. Oh, you're rid of Peck. Perfect. I love it. You love to see it. Okay, now I think I can just get out of here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I can't actually surf across it because I need the Fuchsia Gym badge. Anyway, I will see you guys back at the Pokemon Center. Okay, guys, I have went ahead. I healed our team. Everyone is pretty much ready for a grinding montage for the next episode. Now, usually when it comes to... I know I wanted to make this run a little bit more challenging, but... I think even with all the trainers beat up, my Pokemon will probably be at like level 35 max. I might be speaking too soon. That might give me a challenge, that might not. I don't know. Like, if I were to go take on the gym, like, right now... You know what, maybe I won't do a grinding montage. And yeah, maybe all this goes straight in, like, just to make this, like, a little bit more difficult. I'll decide shortly. Anyways, though, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!